Well, hello there, my fellow Tarnished. How are you feeling today? Let me tell you, your hair is looking amazing right now. Okay, so I'm back. I'm back with another guide. And this one is going to be about the Crucible Knight duo that you can find in the Aresusa's hero grave. I don't even know. Aurisa hero's grave. That's what I said the first time around, of course. So, this boss fight, I've seen people say that they find this boss fight pretty difficult. I don't. But I've seen people say that they do. So I'm making this video, this guide to help these people. And I have also found that these two knights in the boss room, in the boss fight, they actually have a quest line tied to them. And I don't think anyone has found this out. So I am sharing a groundbreaking revelation that has serious lore implications with all of you. So if you're watching this video right now, you should brace yourself, because this is gonna be amazing. So first things first, let's just talk about the lore. Just a quick overview. So when you enter the boss fight, you will notice, if you are observant, that they will run at you and they will try to kill you. And my question is, why would they do that? Well, if you think about it, these guys are very upset. And when you are upset, you might do things that you wouldn't normally do. Things that doesn't make sense. Things that you will regret later on. So you might ask, alright, well that makes perfect sense. But why would these two people, these two knights, why are they so upset? What are they upset about? Well, I'll explain. Now, to those of you who are observant in nature, while traversing this cave, you may have noticed that there are a couple of big metal horses. I think they're called chariots. You may have noticed them. They look like this. And you don't want to get run over, because in Elden Ring there are no insurances. So if you get run over, you will get seriously hurt, and yeah, you don't have any help from the state. So be careful. So these two knights, they were exploring this cave. They came here and now they are stuck because these chariots, they're not gonna let them leave. So that's why these guys are very upset, and that's why we have to be very careful when we enter the boss room. Now, there is one key item that we're gonna need to do this questline properly. And that item is ruin fragments. Now, you're gonna need at least 2, but I have 152. So what we're gonna do with this item is we're gonna throw 1 fragment on each of the knights. And then we're gonna utilize the technique that we learned in the previous video. So it all ties together. Now, we have thrown the fragment on one of them, and that's 2. Now, do the save and quit, or as I like to call it, meow and quit, from the last video. That's step 1. Now over to step 2. Okay, so now that step 1 is complete, we are moving to step 2. And when you load back into the game, you will spawn outside the boss room, just like this. This is very good. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make our way up here, and we're now gonna progress the quest line. We're gonna disable these chariots to allow the 2 knights to leave. So how do we do this? Well, it's a little bit tricky, but with some bravery we can do it. Just time this well, and you can run into the parts of the horse that is not spiky, like I just did. Then just make your way down here. You are safe in this corner right here. You can stand here all day long. Now you run over here to the other corner. We're safe here as well. See? Now we're gonna make our way down on this wooden beam here. Just take your time, be careful, but don't wait too long because you will get run over. I promise, that's not good. So just make your way down these wooden beams here. If you are having issues platforming in this game, what I would recommend is to actually turn your camera around 180 degrees like this. Then you go backwards, because this way your character is not blocking your view. So this might be easier for you to platform. So that's just a tip from the one and only Meow. Make your way down, ignore those oh, they're can I also platform? Well, he can't. Oh, that's good. He did not watch this guide and he did not follow the advice that I just gave. So, see, that's what happens if you don't follow the advice that I give. You know, I know what I'm talking about. So make your way past that guy. You can kill him, but I'm feeling nice today, so I'm gonna let him live. So make your way up the ladder here. Now, this place is a little bit confusing. Now, you heard that noise? That's actually a chariot spawning right here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make our way up. You can see that there's a pathway to the left there. So just you know, make your way here. We now have this guy right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna smack it. We're gonna smack it good. Now we're gonna chill. And now we are gonna get wrecked. But that's fine. Now we're gonna pray for timing to be on our side. And we are gonna run for it. Now this timing looks pretty good to me. That timing is actually really good. Make your way down. See? That went really well. That went really well. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our way down to the left side over there. Just try to time it right and pray that you're not gonna get run over. I got run over. That's okay. Make your way down here. There are assholes in here. Just be careful. Now there's a path down here. There's a bad guy over here, so don't go that way. You go this way instead. You have an elevator that I have already checked to make sure I know what I'm talking about in this guide. So this elevator will be down once you get here. I mean, when you get here, it will be down. But for me, it's up. So I'm gonna just, you know, get it down again. You know, I was gonna leave you alive, but hey, if you're mean to me, I'm gonna be mean to you. So you take the elevator up. And now we have a wall. That's not a fake wall. Not fake. Now we have this guy right here. We're gonna try to time this well. Take some cover in here. Get ready to run. Go here. And now we're gonna have some fun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump. And we did not see what happened. So when you smack that pole, that fire pole, you're gonna put a spawn point for another chariot right here, and they're gonna crash. And because they don't have any insurances, you know, they're now gone forever. So now we're gonna make our way out of this cave, and then we will continue on to step number 3. Okay, so I made my way out of the cave, and what I did then is I traveled to the Rampart Tower in Stormway Castle. You wanna do this too? Now, think about this. And when you are upset, what is a good way to deal with your anger? You know, what is a good way to calm down? Well, it is to take a walk. Taking a walk is a very good way to calm down. We all know it. We all do it. As does the knight. Well, one of them. So you might ask, why are we doing all of this? What are we doing right now? Well, because we allowed the two knights to leave, we can now take them on one by one, I mean. So, just to drop down here, you saw the path I took, just follow the path I took. No, just drop down here. Now, this place right here. This place has some serious lore implications, and I will have a scientific graph up on screen if I can figure out how to do it in my editing tool. If not, then we're gonna jump down here and we're gonna see what happens, and then I will explain. Now, to those of you who are observant, you will notice that the cliffside that we landed on, it broke and we fell down here. Now that right there, that's, you know, that's heavy lore, and I will explain in the actually now. Alright, so here is a scientific paper with mathematics that I've made to explain what just happened. So if we look at the paper, we will see a rock plus a knight plus a player equals a broken rock. Now what this means is, because the knight did the same jump we did onto that rock, when he did it, it didn't break. But because the knight weighs so much, he made the rock very weak. And when we did the same jump onto that rock, because of the now weakened rock, it actually broke. Now this confirms that the knight that is down here is the same knight from the boss room before. So, you fight this guy, and now that's one of them down. Now, over to step 2. I mean step 4, 5, I don't even know. So, you make your way through the forest. And then you make your way to Nokron. Now you gank the mimic with a mimic. Perfect. Now you continue your way through Nokron. Alright, so we have made our way all the way down here. Now the first knight, he was a big fan of rock climbing and the nature. But this guy is a fan of the stars and astrology. So we're gonna take him on. He's right down here. Here we have him. Now we can tell that this is the same knight as the one from the boss fight, because who else would it be? That's confirmed by the lore. Who else would it be, I ask? You have no answer, because there is no answer. Well, usually this guy will aggro you right before you can walk up the stairs, but this time he was a little bit too focused on the stars, so he didn't notice us. So we can now, you know, get a sneak attack on him. So you kill him, and now both of them are down. Now we're gonna need to go back, all the way back to where it all began, in the Aurisa hero's grave. See you there! Okay, so we are now back to where it all began, outside the boss room in Aurisa hero's grave. Now you may notice that there is still a fog wall right here, and this is where we will dive into the lore, because this has serious lore implications So if you think back to the first rock you saw in Lernia, why are they here? I need help.